Welcome to Dice, Nerds, and Nagas, coming at you from beautiful Phnom Penh, Cambodia, the Kingdom of Smiles. Dice, Nerds, and Nagas, the official D&D podcast of Bigfoot enthusiasts. And for those of you wondering, yes, that does include Yetis and skunk apes, if you live in Florida. Now, fun fact, 80% of Florida skunk apes voted for Trump in the last election.
What the fuck is a skunk ape?
It's like it's a big stinky Bigfoot that lives in the swamps of Florida.
We need to make a
it's just like
fucking website for this thing.
Bigfoot's hillbilly cousin.
Hashtag Team Skunk Ape.
Yeah.
Right. It's also one of the romantic protagonists of the Twilight series, was a skunk ape. I don't know, do I love Jacob or Edward or the skunk ape?
Definitely the skunk ape.
Anyways, getting away from great modern literature, our heroes hid in, well, I guess we'll go back a little bit. They traversed the sunless sea of Selûne's temple, avoided a terrible storm on the waters, and fought a couple of horrifying chulls, which are large lobster monsters, basically. Either way, moving on. They found refuge in a small cave where they found a wolf-kind body and some of his belongings and things. The only path forward to them is forward, I suppose. They've gotten a long rest in. It's been about 2.5 days since they entered the temple of Selûne. Who knows, what state the wolf-kind tribe is in right now. So, press forward, basically, I think. Yes, you seem to have something important to say.
Completely forgot to double check. Are they monstrosities or animals?
Aberrations.
Okay, never mind.
But Adrian, can you please put a yellow exclamation point and make the sound of Metal Gear Solid? That's when she does that.
I think that sounds like a lot of work.
If my skills get to that point, yes. Yes.
And would you be able to make it look like I'm attractive and have natural charisma in post?
He's not a magician.
Wrong.
He's a magician. Okay.
So, the storm that had, blocked your way has abated, and the sea is calm now, clear as glass, what appears miles ahead. The boats.
Anything interesting on this island?
Not really. No, it's pretty bare bones. A little cave, maybe a palm tree or two. But no wind or anything now. That seems the storm is completely gone.
Okay.
The boats are there.
One of the boats is there.
Question.
We got kind of mangled and lost at sea.
Would I be able to try and extract any of that poison stuff from the dead child?
Well, didn't you guys already roll on that
She
last
tried
time?
to.
You did? Oh, you did. Oh, yeah.
I would say
Okay.
maybe when it wasn't that great of a roll, so maybe when she was getting in there, it's like, shit, just fucked up the poison gland
Okay,
or whatever.
alright.
Yeah.
Sure.
I tried. I'm sorry.
She's not paralyzing herself.
I can't feel my fingers.
So I would have taken the time to tune to this longbow.
Alright, so you have a +1 longbow then.
It's 2 arrows.
I would say this one, it's not gonna level up with you. It's not a particularly storied or artifact type of item. It's like a mass-produced longbow, just a big old factory just shitting out +1 longbows all day and night.
They have like child wizards there on the line, just spending days doing the enchantments.
$20 a month.
These enchantments are difficult.
I only
Get
buy
back to
fair.
work.
I thought they said sweet shop.
I only buy fair trade magical items now. Pay a little extra, but they're no child labor. Moving on. This is
Yes, please.
once again. This is not a productive avenue of discussion. So imagine you guys are gonna get back on boats,
Keep going.
do your thing.
The
You're gonna
direction.
hold a broom.
Do you guys want me to cast water breathing now? Like, just so that we've got it?
Why not?
Yeah,
Does That sounds like a
it's
good plan.
done, then I don't have to worry about it. Like if something starts attacking us.
How
Okay.
long does Pass Without Trace last?
Water breathing.
Pass without a trace. Did I say pass without a trace? Oh.
I don't know why he's asking.
Pass
that
without a
question.
trace is an hour, I think.
Okay, never mind. then.
Water breathing is 25. So I cast water breathing on all of us and on Buddy.
Sweet.
So that's done.
Okay. So making your way, you pair your spells and cast them. So you guys have water breathing now.
Yes.
So making your way through this ocean, I guess this inner sea. You notice some packs of chulls kind of trailing behind you, but with the broom, you've only got one boat. You guys are able to keep a steady pace ahead of them, and you're able to stay away from
So
them.
Zembri is on the room with me.
Yes, you can engage them if you want, or you can simply outrun them. I'll leave that up to you.
Keep on going, Jesse.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We gotta
Alright.
get back to the wolf people.
The lights that you see under the water, you're able to make out that they're, luminescent jellyfish. And it seems like the further you go, the more they congregate. And finally you see it, the far wall, opposite of the way that you came in from, the opposite wall. And against this smooth stone wall that rises higher than you can see lies some sort of structure. From a distance, you can see great columns of coral and shell, nearly 20 meters high. A stairway of pink and green coral rises from the water, up to the temple's main grounds. And as I said before, the eerie glowing orbs of light seem more numerous the closer you get toward this seaside temple built against the stone walls.
Has anybody got a glass container?
Then would you want to light?
I want to try and push those glowing jellyfish into the water.
I'd say if you trail it under the water, you're able to get one. You do
Can
it.
I have this?
What color do you want? Pink or blue?
Blue.
Okay, for
Are-
wolf boy style.
Are jellyfish animals?
Yeah.
While it's in the jar, can I inspect it?
Yeah, you can learn how to be a jellyfish.
Sweet.
Jellyfish,
I want this back.
you
Yeah,
learn
it's a
the
little
jellyfish, they go with the flow. They're a
How big is
very type B personality kind of animal.
How big is it?
Not very big, jellyfish size.
Jar. So
Yeah,
Get a big glass jar? Okay.
Yeah.
Empty healing potion jars. I've been keeping.
Small one.
Yeah, you get a tiny little baby jellyfish in there. Maybe.
Okay,
Kind of
cool,
one of those-
sweet.
It's a little nightlight.
It's a nightlight.
Keep it with me. Snuggles?
So, if you guys make your way up to the temple, I imagine, unless you're like, yeah, let's just go back home. Let's go back to the castle. Screw this. Is that? I'm imagining that's the
We
decision.
go towards the pink and blue staircase.
Okay.
Are these jellyfish getting like real thick?
Yeah, they're very
So
thick,
what,
almost.
in trouble now, or?
No trouble. They're
Not
very
thick.
relaxed, I guess. They're just accumulating around this area. Yes.
Can I see what they're attracted to?
Well, I guess since you're flying, it's open air, so maybe you untie the boat and you can scout above a little bit if you want.
Okay.
Right, so looking inside the temple, you can see that it is chock full of pools of water. Many of them very large, dotted with nearly 30 large pools of water. They're each like the size of a decent-sized swimming pool or so.
Okay.
There's a large central pool of water that's bigger than the rest. Other than that, it's just stone and coral. It's not really decorated. But you can hear some chanting coming from inside the temple.
Do I recognize the language?
No. And no chanters can be seen.
It's not deep speech, is it? Does it speak that
No.
loud? Okay. What do you think?
So we get onto the stairway?
I'm thinking Bluetooth speaker.
We get onto the stairway at the bottom.
Yes. Stepping onto the stairs, you find they are incredibly slippery, the entire stairway. And indeed, the floor of the whole temple is covered in a thick, viscous mucus, basically.
Is it difficult terrain? Or
I would say, yeah, it does make it difficult terrain moving through here. It's just so slick. It's up to your ankles in mucus, basically.
Which is like basically up to my knees then.
No,
Yeah,
you're
up
on the
to,
broom.
up to your ankles, up to your knees.
Yeah,
but if
we'll,
you weren't on the broom, then
we
yeah,
wanna,
you-
we wanna, I wanna come down and get off the broom, and can I inspect this mucus?
Sure.
Make like a nature
Taste
check
salt.
or something?
Ew.
9 + 5, 14.
It is indeed a mucus. It's slick in your touch, and you can kind of feel your fingers go a little numb as you
Okay, now this
move it around and kind of get it off you quickly. It's kind of a numbing feeling.
What do you make
walls
of
Where it
coated-
touches skin.
Are the walls coated with mucus?
Yes.
Ceiling.
You can't see. There's no ceiling, and it's just that same wall that goes up.
How high does that? How wide is this hallway, and how high does mucus go up?
It's like a big semicircle,
Mhm.
kind of jutting out into water. I'd say, how big is the whole building? Maybe 300 or 400 feet from staircase to back doorway that you can see.
Does this mucus feel like something left a mucus trail?
There's a lot of this here. I mean, this
Yeah.
is really strange.
It's
Have
not-
you ever seen anything like this? It's making my fingers go a bit numb.
It's an organic mucus, right? It's not like an oily residue.
No,
it's
it's-
an organic
yeah.
mucus. Which, how big do slugs and snails get?
What's covering everything?
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah,
Someone's been
how-
spewing muke all over
Yeah,
the
how
place.
big do they get?
Fun phrase, spewing muke.
Castle size?
This is this is
That's how big I'm stairs.
frankly it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
I would like to be a little bit more to the back.
So you guys are making your way, slippering, holding on to me. Everyone, hold on to each other's shoulders in case you fall.
Okay.
The chanting is getting louder, and before you, a huge monstrosity rises from the center pool, with 4 tentacles undulating around its beaked maw. It resembles a massive eel, with 3 blood-red eyes that stare right through you. As it rises, dozens of horrifying fish-headed men rise from the other pools, chanting in a horrifying language that chills you to the bones.
Okay, no need to roll initiative.
Is it cold-blooded?
No.
You can try.
The fishmen, though,
Might be.
might be, and I would say you could probably ensnare like 3 or so of them.
Have any of them noticed us, or are they just chanting towards this thing?
The main creature seems to be staring right at your group. The fishmen are just standing in their pools of water, chanting. A voice tries to touch each of your minds. You have the ring of mind shielding, though, so you can feel that it's trying to, but it can't break through unless you want to.
Okay.
But to you 3, you hear a message. Turn back, mortals. My place is here, and I guard this door. My task is clear. The moon goddess wants none to pass.
I look to the grenade.
I tell him to, because I know how the ring works. This thing's talking to us. It says, it guards the door. Selûne doesn't want anybody to pass.
Tell it that Selûne summoned us here.
Okay.
Open your mind, JCM. You are
Alright.
one of Selûne.
Sure, I'll let this thing talk to me, but in the back of my mind, I'm speaking to the hag. Is this thing what I think it is?
What do you think it is, child?
I think this is one of those old gods. Is this thing? Is this an apple?
It is. It seems to be. Never cared for these things. Plans within plans within plans when it comes to the apples.
see what it wants. We're here under Selûne's guidance and protection. Is there a way that we would be able to pass?
The thing kind of bobs its head a little to the side, its tentacles rub under its beak maw. Thinks a deal has already been struck with the moon god. I guard the door, and she does her work. If you wish to interrupt this work, it must be of the utmost importance.
She told us to come and to search for her weapons to help her with the cycle.
Now, if I'm remembering correctly, Selûne actually said that there was nothing at this temple
Oh, yeah.
for you guys.
Yes. She did.
Because the tribe came here.
Yeah.
Yes. We.
I didn't remember that, so I still said
Okay. So does he respond to that?
He kind of thinks for a moment. He says,
We're on a sacred quest.
if perhaps fine enough tribute was laid before me, I could ignore my duties for a moment. What have you got? What do you offer to this, to me? The mind greater than any of the gods.
Pull out the daggers of Kunla and fling it before him.
Wow.
Fling them both in front.
These are curious. And they are old.
As old as you.
Not even close. But these hold the spirit of a god, yes? It is a powerful gift. Perhaps you can pass through.
These daggers I offer.
2 daggers, that's, you know what? You can bring one of your friends, perhaps. 2 daggers for 2 people. You may not even reach the palace anyway. And Selûne will not know about my talents. What else do you have?
Look to the feather.
If do we have your assurance that upon a suitable gift we will be able to pass unhindered and our friends will be safe?
If you pay appropriate tribute, I'll let you through the door. After that, it's really up to you.
Can I make an insight check to see if he's being honest?
I would say, as the aboleth is pretty difficult to read. It's got no human features necessarily. You can take it at its word, or you can just think that it'll swipe your weapons and sick its guys on you.
I want to try cunning with the magic beams.
Wanna what?
Try cunning with the magic beams. Please go.
Con?
Yeah, honestly, we have amazing magic beams there.
Alright, roll a charisma check.
Portals to other worlds.
He's an old one.
15. It opens portals to amazing worlds above us,
Mm.
where there are treasures,
Innumerable.
innumerable treasures.
Since I know what these are, I have the shared history of my entire people
So then you know they're all powerful. I'd be lied to.
Like I say, these daggers are curious items, beings, not truly useful to me.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to go in there if I have to give up the stuff I have. Because I honestly believe that the stuff that I have right now is going to help us to overcome.
One of the artifacts. I can't give it
Yeah,
back.
you can't give the artifact
I'm
out.
looking for those.
Yeah.
specifically.
So, you and I alone?
I'll ask him, is this like the end? Is the temple right there, or is there more dangers? Does he know?
Through this way is the path to the Palace of Dreams, Selûne's inner sanctum. I don't know what lies beyond these doors. Beyond that,
I don't
my
mind
task
waiting
is a
for
simple
you
one.
I'll wait here. Can wait for you guys.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I suppose it doesn't have to be him.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
So
me.
it's me and him can
It's
go
okay,
through.
we'll survive. I don't mind.
Well, shit. Okay, you know what? That's lame as hell. Yes, the daggers are good.
I know, man, it's fine. Like,
I was thinking you could also give up the ring.
You just kill the damn thing.
can we kill the damn thing?
It's really an old
What do
one.
we think? With dozens of fish heads around?
It'd be a tough one.
If they
Just
happen
try
to
running-
all fail
run
the
past
saving
it.
throw against me, maybe.
Let's
Yeah.
say we need a key.
But that's what would be happening.
No, door's unlocked. No key.
Yeah, but that's
We're
going to be a
getting
hell
bones
of
loaded
a...
up left and right here.
That's going to be a hell of an attack of opportunity. Crazy attack of opportunity.
So you know what? I would say giving him a pre-cycle god as a present is pretty nice. It's fine. You know what?
I was
I'm
going to...
actually happy to see those things.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do about it.
Oh, sure.
These will help
Really
me, I
like those
suppose.
daggers.
Having an old god in my possession, bending him to my will, that
What
does
is-
appeal to me.
Curiously, what is Kunal saying to him right now?
You asshole! What are you doing?
The plan I had for those daggers was one of them was attuned toward Buddy and they would teleport to the shrine. So Buddy would pick up loot, teleport to the shrine and leave it there, and then I'd put Buddy back. Use it as a storage room. So I really like those daggers.
Nice.
You're supposed
Okay.
to bring me
So, yeah,
souls,
you gave up
not
the daggers
treasure.
and the... I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No,
It's
it's
okay.
alright.
So, you guys are able to give a good enough present, I guess, for the aboleth to ignore its responsibilities that it promised. It's not a god, it's just a living creature, so it's not bound by the same rules of oaths and things that gods are. One of the fish people you notice laying there looks an awful lot like Agmar, the other wolf-kind scout that abandoned his friend earlier.
Of course, because they get enslaved.
Mm-hmm. He's the newest servant of the aboleth, but
Gosh.
not really much he can do about that.
That's what I was worried about if we fought this guy. It's like we just all end up getting enslaved.
Okay, TPK, let's roll up some new guys.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to fight like 20 PCs, 20 former PCs.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go to the door,
So,
Okay.
backing slowly.
here we go. Past the door of the aboleth's temple leads to a blasted gray desert. With each step, you sink a little into the dusty sand. The whole desert is blasted with round craters. Above you hangs a beautiful planet, blue and green, yellow, with seeing the storms and the clouds, the atmosphere surrounding it, dominating your view of the sky. Looking away from the planet is innumerable stars, shining more brightly than you have ever seen before. In front of you, as far away as you can see, is a magnificent palace of Astor gray moonstone. With every step in the dust you kick up, it seems to hang in the air. So each step you take leaves dust kicking up that hangs in the air. It is perfectly silent. The whole world seems stuck in time. And yes, so the palace is in the distance at the edge of your sight. Some of the gray porous stones ahead of you, the area is littered with porous rocks. Some of the gray porous stones ahead of you begin to glow with a soft blue light leading in kind of a line. A voice breaks through the silence. It reverberates in your skulls, even yours. Mortals, your presence here is merely tolerated. A safe path has been marked for you to the Palace of Dreams. Stray from it at your own peril. The glowing stones don't make a straight line to the palace, but instead curve and wind around different large craters.
Follow the stones.
I stay on the path.
So this
Follow the
is-
yellow brick road.
Yeah, so this is what you see. You basically step out onto the moon, and full of craters and line of blue stones. So you follow the blue stones. You don't stray from the path.
Yep.
Is my jellyfish still there?
Yes. And you keep the new jellyfish with
Yeah,
you.
we're not in the frontier.
No, this is very trippy and odd, I imagine, to your character.
Yeah.
It's not a normal experience.
I'm definitely looking up at the whatever the sky.
That's up. Okay, is this up? That's down.
But
Yeah, you ain't on twirling.
Buddy's gonna throw some stones off the path every so often to see what happens.
Nothing happens to the stones.
But he's not invisible.
She's invisible.
He's invisible.
So walking, following the path of glowing stones, you curve yourself around a crater, and you see a crater maybe a few feet away from the rocks, stuffed full of golden gems.
Sweet. That's
Nearly 100,000 coins, just filling up this crater a short way off the
I
path.
only had a dagger that could teleport you back somewhere.
Yeah, that would require leaving the path. That's
Do
not
you
happening.
do you want to make a jump for these for the golden gems?
How much do you think I can pick up?
No,
in
thank
6
you.
seconds?
It's gonna mage hand.
All right.
Oh yes.
How much do you think I can pick up in 6
TK, baby, I
seconds?
don't use my own hands.
Alligator. We'll stay far
So
away
you're
from
gonna
you
mage
as
hand
well
it?
while you mage hand it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take one
As
more.
soon as the hand feels around on the coins, a mouth appears, trying to snap right onto it. The
No.
spell disappears.
Now, were the coins real or just an illusion?
The whole thing of coins begin to shake. And
Oh, so they really are coins.
and you hear kind of monstrous snarling coming from the coins. Mutated little claw-filled hands reach out from the pile and scratch in all directions.
Oh.
It's a sandworm.
Can I make another mage hand and just fling it since I know it's gonna attack, but the mage hand gets to grab first and throw attack?
Okay, so it tries to grab at the mound of coins, but it finds that the coins are just soft and give way like wet flesh.
Ah, I knew it.
Yeah, it is.
It's a
Giant.
Big old mimic.
a mimic not of dreams, but of nightmares.
I figured that Aki would try and get the coins somehow.
Oh yeah.
So I was like,
I
yeah,
was seriously
mimic.
thinking teleporting.
It would have just grabbed at you and tried to eat your fingers off.
It would have been fake.
So it doesn't chase after you. It's stuck in the crater. So you're able to. That was
Damn,
just.
man, that's interesting. I've never fought a mimic before.
Yeah, that's not like a
What do you
mimic I
normally
would-
get from a mimic? Like,
Nothing. It's just.
Yeah.
It's not actually a pile of coins.
Teeth.
XP.
Teeth up your
XP?
ass.
Yeah. Turning the corner again, the path just takes you all around. Basically, it's not a straight line. It's going all around. Turning around another crater, you see the Green Knife River sitting ahead of you, flowing like it was months ago last time you saw it. The squat, square shape of Snotsman's Keep, only a stone's throw away from the path you walk. Sir Balin is waving at you with a damp and sticky hand towards your party. You can turn around, he yells.
That's not-
Follow me and you can be back here before you knew all this awful nonsense about cycles and Nagas and
That's off the
such.
path.
Yes, I'd say maybe 50, 60 feet off the path, you see the Green Knife River flowing, Snotsman's Keep, and Sir Balin waving a mucusy hand toward you. You can turn around, just follow me. You can go back and forget about this whole thing.
In a booming voice, I would just say, "You're not even trying. Come on." Continue walking.
You
Yeah.
continue walking, continue walking, continue
Yeah.
walking, continue walking. Alright, so that would have actually taken you back to the beginning of the campaign.
that
When it
is
started
so
over.
cool.
Um,
What's so weird?
So, curving around another crater, you see the gates of Greenrest intact with no signs of strife. The walls are being finished up as they were when you arrived. The Greenrest boosters, along with Gilly Stormchaser and Grimly Bluebeard, beckon you to enter the city. Just turn around, they call. If you try again, maybe you can save us. Maybe you can stop the giants this time.
No, it's all a lie.
No, but like, I don't know, that's so weird.
I don't trust any of these things.
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
trust
lie.
him either, but Zembri's just definitely like,
But then small town.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the choice
like,
we had.
It's
You guys chose.
it's a huge moral dilemma for her.
I'm
We-
heartless, so I
You
keep
can
walking.
roll
No,
play
I
this
don't
out.
believe.
I would
No.
carry
Truly, I
it.
don't believe these people. They're just images. It's probably
Okay.
death and another mimic or something.
Okay.
We chose our path.
Those are some loud cookies.
Let's have
It's
some
like an
fun
old lady at the
cookies.
movie theater with her hard candies.
As I pass, I don't even really look at them, but I just summon a shadow up and fling it.
Alright. Just goes right through. So you guys continue on.
Yeah.
So shrugging, leaving behind, you start to see flames rise behind the gates of Green Rest, and many of you turn back to see. You see the people have turned to skeletons and then burn away to dust.
I don't turn back.
It's like Seraphana's dream.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
fuck
keeping
no.
my eyes in the path, and so is Buddy, because I'm afraid the illusions are going to try to put two fake paths. So it's gonna make sure we're on the
Yeah, Buddy's hitting the rocks, or you're staying aware of the path as you go, and walking yet several more hours through this empty, gray, desolate desert. You see a small red barn sitting on a green, grassy hill ahead of you guys, just a little way off the path.
I burn it down again.
From the path, you can hear dozens of children crying out behind
Oh
the
my
barn's
gosh.
locked doors. Please, please let us out, they cry. We're not witches. We just want to see our mommies and daddies. Please let us out. We're scared. We're playing on your emotions.
I'm Zembri's covering her ears, getting her head down, and just trying to walk past as fast as possible.
I smile because that's the same barn full of children I burned down in the previous.
This is
Definitely.
all
Oh.
based on things they experienced at the beginning of the
I'll be
campaign.
walking ahead, but crying a bit.
I take out my skin of moonshine, and I just chug some.
I chuck
Carry
shadow
on
bolts
going.
at it.
In the barn,
Just keep
it's
going.
actually full of gibbering mouthers, if you were to actually try and open it up. And then finally, another hour or so passes of walking in silence, very shaken up from the sights and illusions you have seen along the way. You finally stand in front of the palace, and there's a round area of packed down sand. In the center of this little area is a red geode. But beyond this little round path is a clear way to the palace. Its drawbridge is pulled up right now.
Mage hand, I touched the two.
Wait, what is it? What exactly is a geode? Is it
Rock.
like
Like a red crystal.
Yeah.
okay, like
It's a
cut
rock.
or
Yeah.
just like
like you know the. Let me see. I think I have a
Wait, have you seen those those
Like-
purple gemstones that they cut in half?
like this.
oh okay.
Yeah.
So it does look like
Yeah.
it's got like angles.
Yeah, some angles on
I
it.
see all those crystals and shit.
Yeah.
So
Fortress of Solitude.
I summon a mage hand and I
Okay.
But
place it
it's
on
just
the geode.
one large geode in the center of this little round area.
One phallic symbol.
Yes, just one phallic penis sticking out of the moon. Let's see. If you approach closely enough, trying to walk toward the palace, an image of Selûne is projected above the crystal. It says in a pleading tone.
You beat me to it. I was gonna say, help me, Obi-Wan.
You're my only
Help.
Well, actually, this says, please, just turn around. Forget the fate of the world. let me offer you something better, something more simple, a way out. And 4 different portals open directly in front of you guys. Akul's portal is not needed right now. He is not here. But let's start with Zenbri's portal.
God damn it, Ben.
Okay, fine. We'll
No,
start
no, no,
with,
no. Go with it. I'm just like,
I can go whatever.
always with moral dilemmas.
I love them. So,
Emotionless.
looking through the portal, you see a warm, lazy afternoon on the small town docks. You and Corton are children, eating sweet cakes and fishing the day away. The sun hangs low and orange over the tops of the trees. You lay on the docks, feeling the last rays of the sun warm your skin. You hear your mother calling for you and Corton. Dinner is ready. You both rush home excitedly, planning tomorrow's adventure. This is the path you can choose, young Zangri. Forget this whole thing. Forget the cycle. And then, let's go to Aki's portal. Aki, looking through your portal. I close my eyes. No, you don't. I wrote it so you have to listen to me. Aki sees himself on a jade throne, dressed as a noble of the Far East. Attendants and servants buzz about below him. Your problems are behind you. Your demonic patron, not dynamic, your demonic patron has been slain and his power taken for yourself. Feather Marshal approaches your throne on his hands and knees. He begs for the chance to be seated beside you at the feast tonight. Please, your magnificence, he grovels. Even one night in your company is akin to a godly blessing.
Okay, I put a fog in front of Feather so he doesn't see this.
You feel generous this night and assent to his request. Aki, choose this path and you will have a life of power and leisure.
Are we only seeing our own?
Yes, you're only seeing
It's
it.
all happening at the same time.
Okay.
I guess you could peek over at your friend. And, no, this is a personal thing. You see your own. So it says, turn away, Aki. Go through the portal and you can have a new life. A better life. And then, Feather Marshal's portal. Looking through the portal, you see yourself in a magnificent dojo. The others show great reverence to you wherever you step. You are head of the clan, after all. Your son trains in the shadow arts that have made your clan so powerful. He's a natural, a fine heir. Maybe a few more years of training before he's ready. There's much to do, treaties to look over, agreements to sign, missions to plan. The security of the entire empire was at stake, and the very thought brings a smile to your face. That is, turn away, and all of this power, all of this responsibility can be yours. You can be a leader of men again, and run the most prestigious clan in your empire. And then Jessup's portal. Through the portal, you see your tribe, not as it is, fractured and pained, but as it was. The tribe sets up camp in the woods while you and your brother walk the perimeter. It really is a lot simpler this way, brother. Mother and father together, the whole tribe together. No more uncertainty. Each day a peaceful mirror of yesterday. We'll both most likely fail anyways, so let's just go back. I'm scared, honestly. I've made a lot of powerful enemies in the Underdark, and I just want to go back to the tribe. Just turn around and leave this whole thing behind. Leave it for someone else. There's no reason we have to put ourselves through all this. Put our tribe through all this. Wouldn't you agree? And that is,
I speak up to the party. I look at everyone and I go, where have we come? The land of dreams or the land of lies? Why are we here?
I'm shaking my head. What did you see?
Doesn't matter. All lies. Since we entered this palace, down the entire path, and now upon this portal. I'm tired of it.
I think I agree with you. We all, well, we.
This is your god doing this.
This is must be a test. We made a choice. If I were to turn back now, what would be the point of any of this?
Looking beyond the geo, can we go around these portals? And
Yes, they don't move or anything. They're stationary, just for you to see past. But, you know, as if you peek past, you see the drawbridge slowly lowering to the ground.
That's where I am.
So he goes right ahead. Do any of you want to take your portal and roll up a new character?
I was going to look at it for a couple of seconds.
You're doing your business. You know, you have people crawling. Please, don't take away all my clan's power.
Yeah.
Don't look at mine, please.
Come on,
Please, I mean, let me hang out with you. You're so cool, Sensei.
No, I've made enough deals with powerful beings to know what's real. It's
You made a deal with one and then just chucked him off to an aboleth. I love that.
Fuck these guys. The power's within me.
Zembri well, looks into her portal one more time, stifles a sob, and carries on by it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all leave the last temptation to keep you from the palace. The drawbridge lowers. The palace is eerie and dreamlike as you step in. Stairways circle to nowhere and suddenly stop. Doors of all shapes and sizes line the twisting hallways. A glowing orb of blue light appears before the party. The same booming voice you heard when you entered shakes inside of your skull. Mortals, this is your guide through the palace of the dreamers. Do not stray from the path it takes. The hallways of the palace are ever shifting, and foolhardy mortals have been known to go lost for years before they see another. You will be led to the throne room, the only solid place in the palace currently. It's all that Selûne can do to keep this place together.
Does this voice sound familiar at all?
No, just it sounds like your friend Ben Haney. That's me. I'm Ben Haney.
That's my name.
Yeah.
That's my name.
I'm gonna look at Brother Marsha and just say, I hate the Fae so much. Seems like the Fae to me, it's all illusions and tricks.
So do you follow the orb, or do you guys want to peek in some of the doors? Does curiosity?
I shall.
Does curiosity take Buddy by?
No, he's gonna follow me because it's far too dangerous here.
I think I'm done wasting time. Let's follow. As fast as we can.
I'm sure I made a little list of things that could happen.
Just the fuck around.
If they follow the orb, then they reach the throne room of Selûne. If they fuck around, look into the doors. I'll just tell you guys, here's what I had planned. I would roll a d6. If you got a 1, you would open the door and see a naked man or woman showering. They comically scream and then shut the door in your face. If you rolled a 2 or 3, basically it would create a copy of yourself, your nemesis, who would then rush off to the material plane and do everything in their power to ruin your good name and cause you trouble until you slay them. On a 4, a huge beast would unleash a torrent of toxic bile onto whoever opened the door, kind of poisoning you and just being gross. On a 5, you can see the dreams of the wizard Kylek. He dreams of just sitting and studying. That's his entire a wooden table that he's sitting at and reading. And 6, a delicate hand with pointed, painted nails offers you a cupcake. It's lemon flavored.
Daddy, would you mind passing me the water and
Flavored cupcakes.
That's amazing. I want lemon flavored cupcakes.
So the party makes their way through the twisting hallways. The path it takes makes no sense. It leads down the hallway, then doubles back on itself and goes down a different way, over and over and over again, a confusing maze. Until finally, you come across, looks like a copy of the doors that led into the Temple of Selûne to begin with, the large, massive carving. This one is not overgrown with vines. It very clearly shows Selûne on one door and Malar on the other. It opens up if you guys enter when you push open the doors.
Okay.
Nice. So, throne room looks to be a magnificent open space, decorated all over in moon shapes and ornate carvings. In the center of the room lies a throne of gray moonstone, inlaid with various gems and silver carvings. Purple cushions lay in the seat. What draws your attention, though, is the angelic figure standing before you. Nearly 9 feet tall, with skin so pure it practically glows. His golden-colored wings spread out wide. He looks over you dispassionately. I am Zerachiel, angel of the first hour of the day, and currently serving as the herald of the moon god. I alone hold the power to recall Selûne to this place, whether she wishes to or not. She is bound by law to grant you any boon that you wish, within her power, of course, but a god's power is near limitless. I would personally mention that she does not seem to want to be pulled away from her work right now, but you've passed the trials, and the boon is your right to take.
Aki is quite frustrated with this, what he believes to be the land of the Fae and lies and illusion. He looks closely at this Zachariah and disbelieves.
Zerachiel. God. Get it
And
right.
And disbelieves. Is it really a real? I'm thinking it's a tiny, like 2-foot fairy. Trying to pull one over.
He lays a powerful, strong hand on your shoulder. And says, I can hear what you think as loudly as if you spoke it. Yes, I am real. I am a diva of the highest order. That's what they're called, right? D-E-V-A. Deva?
Deva.
Deva. Diva.
Diva.
Like Madonna.
I'm a diva, sweetheart.
It's D-E-V-A though. That's
Yeah.
a Deva.
Diva of the first
So I'm a
order.
Deva of the highest order. Yeah, it's
Don't worry, the only reason I know that is because of a book that I read.
Yeah, there you go. Deva. A Deva. Deva. A Deva of the first highest order. But, as I say, right now it is my sole duty is that as herald of the moon god. It's the position she has hired me for.
Zerachiel, is there a boon granted to each of us, or just cumulative?
One boon shall be given, though it can be anything that you decide upon as a group.
9 inches.
Around.
Well, I would personally, I would ask. I mean, all of you, if we could turn my tribe back to normal. If we could undo the madness that has taken hold of them.
Is that what a boon is? Like, I don't know what a
We
boon
came here
is.
to try to make it through to the next stage.
This is the last stage.
We're the next cycle.
Next cycle. What use is your family turning back to normal if they all perish?
It will cease to exist.
That is no boon at all.
Basically like an unlimited wish spell, kind of, almost. You can ask for nearly anything within reason that a god could do.
Okay.
One thing. And they cannot stop the cycle because the moon cannot stop it.
Yeah, no.
We know things now which we did not know before. We know where some of the items are,
That's what I was thinking.
but the fact remains that even with the boon, if we cannot leave the temple,
Think back towards that dagger I gave away.
The only way out.
Can I get
of
my
the-
dagger back?
The only way out of that. The only way out is
Oh, so okay, is there another way out of it?
The path, say,
But there was a way out.
yes, there is another.
When we came into the temple before we saw the big tentacly thing, there was a way out, right? We could have gone straight out instead of going into the temple. Or did I misunderstand
I
that?
think you misunderstood.
Yeah, it was just the one doorway that led to the moon portion.
Oh,
we just walked
okay.
through.
I'm sorry.
Can we get like something to locate the items we need to stop the cycle?
I asked her, but she didn't know.
She didn't know exactly where they were.
She doesn't know. Selûne doesn't know where all of the items are.
I honestly, I just say, there's nothing that I can think of that would benefit us in any way. So whatever ideas you guys come up with, I'm happy to support it. Because the only thing that I would ask for personally is the location of my father. And I know that that's not going to help us. So I'm not going to ask for that.
I would say if we plan to leave this temple, we need a way out, and an easy way out is to
Actually,
undo the madness
that
that is
kinda
placed
makes
upon
sense.
my tribe.
Think about it like this.
But let's
All those
maybe-
people are out there with the Oni.
I know, maybe we should direct that towards the Oni somehow as well.
If they're no longer insane,
They could
we'll
help
have
us.
an army against the enemy.
That is true. We can't. I don't know if we can beat the Oni
Maybe until the moon's
on our
awake.
own.
Hmm?
It's going to happen now.
Well,
Zer-
that's okay. They can immediately start attacking the Oni.
Zerakyle,
We can shut-
Zerakyle, upon granting of this boon, how do we return to where we entered?
I can take you where you wish to go, I suppose. That is within my powers, at least.
Resistant to fire?
As well as the boon.
Yes, I suppose you can ask the boon and I can take you for somewhere.
That's
Somewhere
very
else.
kind.
It goes with the territory. I'm an angel.
Kill the freaking Oni, man.
With 26 wolfkind and us four, the Oni doesn't stand a chance.
That would be a powerful handicap to the. What was the
The cult of
the
the
cult
void.
of the void? Just think about it.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay,
we can
cool.
continue discussing if you want.
I was just thinking we've been shot with arrows a lot, and we can all be resistant to piercing.
I don't think that.
Nah,
I actually don't want any personal boon from anyone.
I think that it's a good idea to turn those wolfkind back into wolfkind, because like seriously, we could
It's a
fucking
good idea
we
for
could
the
nail that
immediate-
Oni.
For the immediate time.
What is stopping the wolf kind from being turned back?
The Oni didn't turn them into
Who turned them?
the
They
Malar.
went feral.
Dreams.
Malar
The
turned them,
dreams. The dreams of.
and that takes time. It doesn't happen in one
It
second.
happens to all wolf
It happens to all
As my grandfather had mentioned, a number of the tribe had been driven insane by the dreams of the previous cycle.
Yeah.
And you know they didn't know what was happening, but now we do.
Yeah. So it wouldn't happen. Like they wouldn't go back and then immediately go back again. What?
I would not ask for that.
The watch his faces and the fucking devil
Oh
that wants
God,
a
the
bride.
devil that wants a bride.
I would have asked
It's
for
really
an
well done,
item
but just
which
take it
can
out there.
free any wolf kind. That way, it's not just his family.
Okay.
Others, as we travel. can be
Oh,
free as well.
that's a good
Then your father
idea.
could keep those scarves, so
And
it never
if
happened
any
again
are
or something.
turned, we can continuously use it instead of just
Yeah.
a one-shot deal. That's crazy.
That's a great idea. That's a much better idea for sure.
And I
Like yeah, like
Try to keep
a
it to-
wand
Is
or
it a curse?
Is it a curse? I don't
That's
know.
the one-
It's
or
not a
or
curse.
something.
I think it's basically like if you've got a house cat and then all of a sudden you leave the house cat in the jungle, it's going to turn feral and you see it again, it's going to attack you.
Yeah. So
That's the sort of thing I
we
get.
need an item to continuously,
They go mad and
Wherever we
they're
go.
not house trained anymore as such. You know what I mean?
or this could be a quest
It's,
to his grandfather and his grandfather.
Back to their
going
tribe.
over his
Yeah.
roots.
I
'Cause
think
we're
that's a
working-
great idea. Yeah, for sure.
It's a fine line between being a blessing and being a curse. Once we give into our more feral instincts, this is when that sort of transformation would happen to werewolf, and they would embrace Millar's nature instead of Selûne's. But if there was something like, yes, if we had some form of item, but then how powerful would this item be? How many people could it affect at once?
Even if it just affect one person at
person
a
at a
time,
time.
it doesn't matter. Like
It's
it
a
would-
continuous item.
it's a continuous item. If it could affect like one person around or one person a day, even one person a day would help. You know, you could effectively end up capturing the others and turn them as soon as possible.
Yes.
You know, I have lots of things that we can use to capture
Okay.
As
them,
do I.
and so does he. Yeah, you could fucking
If we're to go to battle like every round.
So,
Maybe.
Zerakyle, would it be possible to present us with an item that would be able to affect those that have been turned by Millar's curse to, bring their minds back to sanity?
That is a question for Selûne, I believe, not myself to answer.
Rod of the remove curse.
And I've got a cool idea for them. Yeah. Also for like a rod that has like a few functions, not a lot, all the same sort of thing. Like one that you can physically point at someone and go stop the wolf kind of thing. Be specific. I don't
Yeah.
think it's a curse. It's
not
just-
wolf kind,
it's not a
werewolf.
curse.
Werewolf, not wolf kind.
It's a form of insanity.
Yeah. But also emanates a calm emotion spell about it. It's a calm person.
Okay. Calm emotions, I think so it's called. Yeah. We can see what Selûne
Yeah, it should
would be able to create, but
I don't know how gods work, but I don't think they're going to give us an object. I think we must ask something.
there is something that I need to mention here. Whatever we ask her shouldn't be that taxing. Right now she needs as much power as she can get.
So maybe just do it right now. See if she can do that. If she comes with stuff. Are we not worried about the devil looking for a bride? We'll do the wolf guy first.
You know, I think like Zimbri is very selfish in that she wants to get rid of the Oni, because the Oni has something of hers, and I'm worried about it. As Zenbri, I am worried a lot. I'm constantly worried about what's going to happen if he takes control of me, because I honestly think that I might easily be able to kill all three of you.
Believe in voodoo.
100%, yes.
Believe in voodoo.
Yes. 100%. Like, I honestly do think that I could easily kill all three of you. And I'm worried about that.
All right. Maybe speak to Selûne, Zerakyle.
Of course, he lifts a golden trumpet to his mouth and says, "You might want to cover your ears." He blows into the trumpet, and before your eyes, in a small sort of circle of magical writing, appears Selûne, clutching spear in one hand, mace in the other, blood trailing from several wounds all down her side and her legs. She seems flabbergasted, shocked. What? No. Zerakyle! Why am I here? Zerakyle! And her eyes drop on you guys.
His fault.
I
I go very small and hide behind something.
You see a look of pure rage come over Selûne's face, but then it pushes it down very quickly.
I really didn't punch him. It's his fault.
I'm already kneeling.
She falls back into her throne and slumps down. Oh no. So, you've done it then. You've called me back to my temple. You desire a boon? She says, almost sounding at wit's end.
I just want one rope to just like
No. You called me here in my own temple. Stand before me. You desire a boon of some sort, a wish?
Jessup.
Yes.
Yeah. go
Yes,
ahead.
Mother. I know you don't have much time, and I sincerely apologize for the need for this. If any of us are to survive, we need to aid you, and we need your assistance. Is it possible for you to give us an item of some sort that can perhaps undo the madness upon mankind, so that we may live and remember you?
Item?
An item or something.
She does the whole, sort of
Oh, sure,
persuasion
as well.
thing.
And or do you need us to come and help you with it?
You-
find something?
You don't realize, obviously, the gravity of what you did by pulling me away from my work just now. Did the aboleth not try and stop you?
What? I paid him off.
The messages telling you, turn around, go back, forget about the cycle. They were not lies. I was in the middle of important work, a holding action of sorts against the Naga,
Oh, you should get
utilizing
back to
all of my powers, all of my followers that I could, and we would be able to block him from our world. 500 more years we could have saved before the cycle finally stopped. But instead, now the cycle will crash upon us at any time. Any time now, my holding action has failed. My power and vision was diverted away from the battle. Trillions of lives
Just sort of
ended now,
scuffling
quickly.
my feet, looking down.
After numerous warnings, there is no hope in this place. There is no... And she suddenly stops. Says, I won't trouble you any further with my plans and machinations. You wish for an item to cure the disease of Malar, the madness of Malar. Yes?
Yes.
She sort of gestures at this large statue that dominates the back of the throne. Have you not learned from this temple? And it looks to be a statue of Selûne, but with a disfigured face. Taking a closer look at it, you can see that the Selûne statue is just a shell around a statue of Malar. Selûne, Malar, the duality of gods. They're the same thing. I am Malar. I am Selûne. Two sides of the same coin. But fine. I will grant you this wish, this boon. And I will return to battle with the Void Naga. The holding action has failed now. I hope you understand the gravity of what you've done.
How do we get there to help you?
You cannot help me anymore. You could have helped me by staying away and allowing me to trap the Naga in a pocket dimension for as long as I could. But
Yeah.
it's fine. It's too late now.
She said it's fine.
It's fine.
Uh-oh, it's
you know,
fine.
you know,
No,
Yeah.
you're trouble now.
I didn't say it's fine.
also, Selûne looks like my wife saying it's fine. No,
This is where you say, I love you, Zoe.
So, Selûne, with a bit of a huff, honestly, her grand machinations, her plans, the battle she's been waging for weeks just was lost. She weaves magic together and creates a staff with topped with a crescent moon. It says, with this staff you can cure the wolf-kind people of their curse. And hopefully it will protect you on the quest that I hope you realize is necessary now. Stop the cycle if you can. Hide as many people as you can from the cycle. I don't know. I will not be around much longer to try and guide you.
What's the time frame on this?
I don't know. The depths of hell have already felt the wrath of the Nagas. The demons pour from circle to circle now, trying to avoid the undulating snake. I had him trapped for a short while in battle with me.
Is he a physical thing in the material plane?
He did. His very presence smashed a great demon city and destroyed the eighth circle of the devil's hells. Beyond that, many of the far realms have already crumbled into nothing.
If we find all the artifacts, we then go looking for him to kill him physically on the material plane.
Perhaps. I figure if you find the artifacts, Horatius Rex himself may be able to guide you in some ways.
It's best we do that.
Perhaps correct the mistakes he made. There are possibly more than one way to deal with the cycle. I don't know. I tried my way, but I was pulled here.
The best way now to help you would be to leave you.
The best way to help me would be to have gone back in time and allowed the cycle to be delayed another 500 years.
Only for us. Surely?
For us.
Yeah, only for us. For this.
No, then the holding pattern would go.
And then 500 more years could have been spent studying.
You're following.
You avoid Naga.
You asked me what I wanted, Mother.
Well, here you go, she.
And I still want to end the cycle.
Well, then, it rests on you then. Any others that seek their own means to end this cycle, to change it to their favor, or end it entirely. There are many powerful groups at play, many beings more ancient than you can imagine that stalk the deep, dark places of the world. Find them, seek their knowledge, try to stop the cycle, for I see that I have already failed.
So you're telling me that if I did what I wanted to do, it would have been the right thing?
He could have granted more time, perhaps, at least.
Fuck!
I recommend we go after the artifacts of Horatius Rex. Perhaps he would have a decent shot.
We'll do that quick and then get back to the Elder Skull.
Okay, let's go.
Time's wasted.
She disappears back. She says, I'm going to try and salvage what I can of my followers.
After she disappeared, I looked to a feather and go, rock never spoke to me like that.
I was going to ask, is your god the same?
No, mine's a greater demon lord.
You
No, I never.
Fucking
The Deva, Zerakael, kind of steps and he says, you've gotten your boon then. I'll take you out of this place. I don't know how long this temple will be here. So, let's get on with it then, I suppose.
Thank you.
okay. Are we going? We're going back to inside.
It'll be
Inside the door with
where my
your
family
grandfather
are.
The
is, right?
entrance in the material plane.
Okay.
I can do
Oh.
this. My job
Give
as
it here.
herald
Oh, you
of
need it there.
the moon god has ended now. whisks you guys away, and in a moment you find yourself back amongst the wolf kind. Scrounging and laying in the entranceway, the doors have held so far.
Okay.
They're shocked to see you appear suddenly amongst them with a gust of wind. You're back, says the grandfather, whose name Garrett. I remember. What did you see? What have you succeeded then? You've contacted Selûne. You've saved us. Yes.
We have something that can help us, grandfather.
Jessup saved you all.
We have something that can help us, grandfather. I'm not entirely sure how it works quite yet. Like, is it a one-by-one thing then? Or?
Definitely take a short rest to figure it out.
Is it a spear that you stab people with and then freeze them?
The staff.
Um,
The staff of the crescent moon.
Yeah, you know what? I'd say this is serious, crazy nonsense made by a god. So I'd say any of the wolf kind within sight you can cure of their madness. And I would say I'll come up with a secondary ability to if you want to keep using the staff later on for things. But
It'd definitely be a divine
I
focus.
was thinking it could be like a staff where a lyrical Selûne could use his or her channel divinity.
okay. I was thinking maybe some sort of
Usable one by
like a shrine effect or something maybe.
I will
Oh, that's a cool idea.
come back in a second.
because it can only be used by two. So.
Okay. Zenby's standing by the door, stretching, getting ready.
You peek out.
I want to know.
Not really, no.
Send-
Shut tight.
Send Buddy outside if you can.
And have to open the door.
Cracks.
Can't
There's
you-
cracks in the
can't-
ceilings, no?
Is there a
Yes,
crack in the
yeah.
ceiling?
Yes, there was last time.
Okay, yeah, Buddy's a little tubby, but he can
No,
squeeze
it
through.
can turn into a centipede.
Nice. So he squeezes through a little crack up
Go
on
see
the
if that
ceiling.
Oni's out there. It's been 2 days.
Okay. Take a look outside and I start doing the projection again.
You see the wolf kind all over the place, but the Oni is not amongst them.
Okay, are they outside the door? Or just one?
They're spread out a bit more. They're not clawing at it like they were before, but they're in the vicinity.
The Oni's gone. Do your thing to see if he's nearby. Please.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can tell it.
Give me a minute. I'll sit down and meditate. See how many pings I'm getting within a mile of shapeshifters.
He is not within a mile.
Oh, anyway, they're all shapeshifters.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Can you tell the difference? Not
We
really.
knew
Yeah.
that there were 16 wolfhound outside, 10 here, plus one running would be 27 shapeshifters in the vicinity, yes.
So yeah, I would say within a mile, that's what you pick up is the werewolves, but one less than normal.
He's gone.
Fucking.
Maybe they'll know where he's gone. We'll have to
They won't know. They're mindless creatures at the moment.
Alright. Well,
Feral.
what's the plan? How are we going to
Ben,
distract him?
Well, we're going to give you an hour to
Adrian's
attune to
gonna
the
have to
staff.
edit that sound out later.
Okay.
And
Sorry.
then we open the door when you're not.
Right, yeah, so you head out. The werewolves begin rushing towards your party. With the
But
doors
does he have
now
to attune to the staff or not?
Oh shit, I forgot to. No, I'd say it was given to you by a god. It comes
Okay.
pre-attuned. How many things do you have tuned though? Is there a limit?
You're allowed
Three.
I
There
have
are three
a
that you're
broom
allowed.
And
The
a
ring.
longbow.
The ring.
And the staff and the ring.
Give the
We're
ring
gonna
back
have
to
to
me.
un-
Weapons, you
attune
don't have,
something.
you don't have to attune
Why
weapons.
does it say the
Longbow plus one?
Yeah, you
No.
don't need
Is that
to-
not
same?
you?
I did it to me.
Oh, okay, then that's 3.
Okay, well that works out then.
Okay.
Perfectly. You hold the staff aloft and invoke the blessing of Selûne, and the wolfkind, all of them, stop dead in their tracks and begin changing back into their human form, one by one.
Chosen one is returned.
The clearing is quiet now and peaceful.
Jesse slumps down on the ground and he starts crying.
I giggle softly with Feather.
I'm so happy I didn't have to kill my dad.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Put my hand on his shoulder and say, you did good, kid.
It's a bit of a somber reunion with the other members of the tribe. There was a lot that went wrong recently, but they decide to join back up their camps and stop for the night. You can see above you the moon hanging in the sky. The entire bottom of it beginning to fill with blood, seeming to rise and rise until the moon is until the moon is nearly half red now, bathing the whole of the world in sickly kind of red light almost.
We need to get our ass to gold now.
Yeah.
Definitely a first step.
We still have enough gold to get to use the castle to get there, sure do
But I
you,
think,
right?
yeah, way more. Right?
Yeah.
This is we got the whole distance of the Sword Coast in like 2 days.
Yeah, pretty well. Not 2 days. The whole length is in like a week,
Oh, okay.
How many days were we in there?
2.
like 2.5.
Do
Yeah.
you think in a moment of compassion, I suggest we stay here tonight so that Jessica
Oh.
can...
That's cool. 'cause
Why
then
don't we
we
bring
can
everybody up to the castle?
Yeah.
have a party, yeah.
Yeah.
Give everybody tokens, have a fucking party. Let's get drunk, man.
So yeah, you want to pile
Um,
enough to.
Yeah, we just destroyed the Earth, technically, unless we can fix it again. So.
I think getting drunk would be a good idea right
Sounds like a great idea.
So back in Modoc's magnificent mansion, which is now yours. You can rename it.
before we go, can I ask, please,
Yeah,
can you
to
get
track
them
the
maybe
gold.
to
I'm
hang some
good, yeah,
meat
for
so we
another
can put it
day
in the
of-
kitchen?
Another 2 days.
Yeah.
Sure,
For
yeah.
the there.
Yeah.
And now we need 2 more days.
To charge it up again and get it going for the
So
party.
2 more days is party. Is that full? We need.
I think
it's
if you
about
want to
5.
do it upright, you have to keep it fully
So
stocked.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll spend a bit of time with the wolf kinds,
I'm
just
thinking
hunting for like
meats.
rabbits or whatever the
That's
fuck
it,
we can
put it
get.
in the kitchen.
Sure. I'd say they're able to find some meat. It's getting to be winter time, so it's getting harder for hunters to find things. But you put together a respectable enough feast for everyone. Many of them decide to sit in the glade or lay on the artificial beach and soak up the sun since it's been so cold.
I go to the beach and just order Mai Tais.
Yeah, trying to reconcile what happened with your tribe and pestering you guys with questions about what happened the entire night. The clockwork stuff works pretty reasonably well. There aren't any big malfunctions or anything with the castle yet.
Okay, fella, I'm not happy. We lost 2 artifact daggers and we just ended the world.
Yep, you 2 for 0. Huh?
Yeah, it's 2 for 0. We really need to find the artifacts for nations.
Yeah.
One was supposed to, there was a helm inside that wizard top.
It's the King's Wisdom.
The helm of kingly wisdom.
Kingly Wisdom in Golden Realm.
That's a guarantee. That's what I stop. Okay, that's the current location. I set the castle.
Oh, yeah.
Are we gonna move with the tribe?
Do they want to go
With-
with us?
yeah,
So they have to.
Well, there's no reason to leave everybody out in the damn swamp.
Alright, so
Yeah.
you guys spend the night.
They want us to drop them off somewhere?
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. If they had any,
Yeah.
if you want to ask them their plans, or if you want to just stop and
Yeah,
like,
I was-
okay, get out,
I was
or keep them on the castle. I don't know.
planning to introduce Zendri properly to my mother.
Oh, and not Feather Marshal Naki.
Well, my mother's also a druid. I thought they'd have a lot to talk.
Cool.
Maybe she can teach you some new shit.
Yeah. Maybe she can.
Okay, so I would say if you spend the night hanging out with Jessup's mom, she'll teach you one new shape that you can
Definitely giant octopus.
pick. Okay, she will. You guys hang out on the beach in the water. She teaches you how to move like an octopus. That's
I'm so fucking stoked about this. Like,
You throw me up in the air.
I immediately turn into a giant octopus and just fucking go nuts.
Yeah,
So
Feather,
cool.
My grandfather happens to be a monk as well. I don't know if you want to spar with him.
I continue reading books in the library this entire time.
So you're hanging out in the library, nerding up. So you want to spar? Okay. You want to roll it out, or do you want to just do one roll, see who wins? Highest number?
2 out of 3.
Yeah,
2 out of 3, okay. First one.
Adding things or just
No, just rolling. You win the first roll. I'm gonna switch to this one. You win the second one. Let's see if he can even hold his own at all.
Okay.
He holds his own
The
though.
last one.
So he's an old dude, you're young,
I
you're
let
fast.
him put me down on the last thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Overall, you are declared the winner of the sparring match. Songs are sung. Too much is drunk.
I wanna go to the library and have a chat with my dad.
Sure thing. Yeah, after the sparring match, he goes and he's relaxing, smoking a cigar by the fireplace. Just taking it easy. He says, Joseph, you look like you wish to speak.
Not Garrett. My dad.
Oh, your dad. Okay. Alright, so your father then. Yeah, he's maybe a little, I don't know, roughed up from the whole situation. So he is just sitting there quietly, I guess. Doesn't notice you walk up behind him, next to him.
I'll sit down next to him and just shoulder him a little bit.
Hey there, it's been a long time.
So, how does it feel now that you can do what Mom and I can do?
Well, I would say it feels a lot better since recently. Senses are a lot sharper. It seems like everything's a bit crisper, I guess.
Just hand him a bit of the moonshine.
Like if your ears are plugged up with water and you suddenly clear them. That's what it felt like. Then the madness. I don't even know what I did. I don't remember a whole lot. You were a creature, though, that walked among us.
Yeah, we've come up against him before. To be honest, he used to scare the shit out of me. Now I kind of just want to kill him.
I can understand that. I think he was the one that helped put these awful feelings into us somehow. He had something to do with the tribe turning on itself.
That's entirely possible. I mean, but do you? I don't know. What do you remember about him? Like he's gone. Do you know where he went?
I remember his set went south, out of the drift. He left quickly, though. It seemed all at once he realized there was danger coming before you reappeared.
Fuck.
Always south. It's always going
He
south.
left.
Hey, when was the last time you guys heard from Aaron?
It's been such a long time. I haven't heard from him for. How long ago did he leave?
It had been about 8 years since we left.
Well,
Tribe.
in the last year and a half, we haven't heard almost anything at all.
I think he's in a bit of trouble, but he's got a good head in him. You know, I
Dark
trust
is so far away. Perhaps we can go looking for him, but I don't know.
him. You know, I think the best thing now that the world is officially ending, just get out there and spread some hope. Do what our kind has always done, you know?
Perhaps. I think I'll leave a lot of the decisions to your grandfather. I don't feel up to being a leader right now.
Honestly, I think you should push Mom into a leadership role. Grandfather is, he's getting on in years, and to be honest, he led you all to that temple. I think it's time that Mother took over.
Could be time for a change. She's a strong woman. I don't know if I'll be able to face her after all we've done.
You'll be fine. You'll always be fine. She saved your life, you know?
Now I think you saved our lives. Just the whole tribe owes you a great deal. I think you're the one that should be pushed to the leadership role, honestly.
Well, unfortunately, I've got a little bit of hunting to do. maybe if we survive, then
Tell me, if this all goes well, then you must come home. You must visit us again.
I will. Now, let's get drunk.
Agreed. This place, it seems like you and your friends have done well for yourselves.
Yeah, it requires a shitload of gold, though, and I don't know if you met my wanton friend. He's not really happy about the gold expenditure, but...
Oh, he seems, I don't know, he's just reading over there. He seems calm enough.
Which
Oh, okay.
the only buggering.
Alright. Maybe off the hangover.
So, in the night, I'll sleep relatively peacefully, I guess. Maybe some weird, trippy dreams from the adventure, but
It was on the moon!
Zendrick, in your dream, it's pitch black, and then a match, and a disgusting, wrinkled old face staring at you through the darkness. Hello, my poppy. It's been a while since we've talked, since we've seen each other. How goes it? It seems that you and your friends have traveled a great distance, have learned quite a bit. I'm so proud of all of you, the slayers of the Night Stalker.
Is this the Oni? Fucking dick. Have you been... You've been watching everything I've been doing, haven't you?
Checking in now and then just to make sure that there aren't any surprises for me. Now, making it through the temple, that was quite a surprise. Huh. I could have sworn that Aboleth was just going to eat you all to bits, but disappointed. Oh well, it's a big, big, wide world. But I was wondering if I could just get another little piece of you from my collection. Give me a wisdom willpower check.
Give him a finger.
Is he trying... He's not trying to frighten me, right?
No, he's...
I can roll again!
Halfling luck.
Oh, man. Cut.
No.
Natural 20.
Fuck that.
Natural 20.
Oh!
4.
8.
He steps towards you with a twisted, rusted blade in his hand. A thin little, like what? No, not a sickle. Just like a jagged, like little keyhole saw. And you can feel the blade puncture your side. And he pulls your liver out in front of you.
What the fuck?
And just slices a little bit off. Mashes it, masticates it between his teeth. And
Why do these things keep happening to me?
places it back inside of you and just says, we'll see each other again soon, my little poppy. I'll say it louder. We'll see each other soon again, my little poppy. Come south and you'll find me.
I am going to cut out your still beating heart and feed it to you when I find you.
Oh, sure you will. How we fight. And the dream ends.
You're like the 6 you saw from the
You-
planet for evil people.
You check, and there's maybe a little red line there, but it quickly
Not drink
disappears.
less.
The only ate a part of my fucking liver?
Good.
And what do you guys think there? I don't have a lot of stuff for Golden Helm planned right now. I'd say that's probably a good episode length, maybe a little bit shorter than some, but good size. I think we've been playing for like an hour, right?
Do I get a chance to wake up from this first or not? Will it be...
From the dream?
Yeah.
I would say he did that and then you wake up right after. So the
Fucking
willpower
hell.
save was to swat him away basically and wake up before he could do that.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, we can do me waking up next time. It's fine. If
So-
you guys want to stop here.
So,
That's good.
a creepy dream, the temple, is finished, and the Wolfkind tribe is saved from the madness of Malar and the Night Stalker who poisoned their minds. Really, of Selûne, yeah, she is Malar, the duality of the gods.
I must be fucking with you right now, Jesse.
That Selûne is Malar.
A lot of it just makes sense.
Beyond that, the heroes are now making their way to Goldenhelm, a rather unremarkable village in the south that seems to be home to a very odd and important ruin. So, what will they find when they reach Goldenhelm? What foes await them? How's Zendri's liver doing? Find out next time on Dice, Nerds, and Nagas. Thank you. Bye.